Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited, super excited to be able to bring back Star Wars Unlimited content to the channel and to bring the new two-player starter set for Shadows of the Galaxy, which will oppose Moff Gideon to the Mandalorian. So this starter set will bring a deck, pre-made deck for each of these leaders, as well as other goodies that we'll find out. One thing that is important to know if you're trying to collect is that these leaders are unique for this starter deck. I don't know if they are good, if they are bad, but you will only find them on this starter set. So yes, if you want to collect, you need to be part of this. So let's see what is inside this deck. This is a game that I'm beginning to love. I think I've said that in past videos. Initially, when this game was announced, when I look at the artwork, I was not impressed. But when you start playing this game, it actually has something. It actually has something, and the way the deck building here, with all the options, with all the combinations that you can do with the leaders, the different leaders together, it's really touching that point in my mind where I'm getting very engaged. So I hope that I can pass that feeling to you. So you get the two decks, we'll get there. You also get two deck boxes. This one will be for the Mandalorian deck, as you can see, and this holds the deck even sleeved. And there should be another one around, yes, for Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon, the one that looks like a Darth Vader, but then he's not Darth Vader. Okay, lots of tokens for you to count the damage. And there's a manual here, rules manual. Let's see a little bit. This is not going to be a how to play game. It's difficult for me to have that while showing the cards. I'm assuming that you are already a fan and you are interested in getting to know more about the content of this deck. So let's keep that part forward. That's why I love the deck building, because you can combine all these things here, types of cards within certain rules. And I'm especially interested in the Twin Suns mode, which is a multiplayer mode where your deck, instead of having one leader, you can have two leaders and you play multiplayer, because I end up finding myself playing more multiplayer than just one-on-one. So that's why I'm super excited. Then you can expect to have two-player mats, each with the artwork for the corresponding leader. So that would be, if not used as a playmat, it's a good a good poster if you're a fan of Moff Gideon. Yeah, this also has the rules explained around, so very useful when playing for the first time. And I guess this one will have more fans. It's Mando. This one is vertical, so I cannot show you in vertical way, but there you go. You have on this side here, same thing, space units where you attack with your space. There are two lanes here, the space, the ground, leader, your base. You need to destroy the enemy's base, and the resources work like Lorcana, so you choose cards from your hand to become resources. So let's start with Mandalorian. This is also packed in paper, so no plastic. Everything is in paper, like Lorcana decks as well. It's a trend that I truly appreciate. I don't know why others haven't followed that yet. So there you go. And let's take a look at these cards. The Mandalorian. So it starts not as a character, it starts as a leader. So that's why it's a landscape, a tapped card. And when you have 6 resources, you flip it and it becomes a unit. We'll see that. So when you play an upgrade, if you exhaust this, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, exhaust an enemy unit with 4 or less remaining HP. So you can tap units when you play upgrades. So I guess this deck will be full of upgrades. Then when it comes into play, it comes as a bounty hunter for 7. And when you play an upgrade, you can exhaust enemy units with 6, so bigger enemy units. Okay, so the Mandalorian is good to taking care of enemy units. So your base will be a blue base, remote village, and you have the content of the deck here, as you can see. So if you lose the cards, you can not lose. If you destroy the deck, you can always go back. Then a few tokens, experience tokens and shields on the other side. And now the deck itself. Clan Ran Rescuer. So is this from the same clan as Sabine? Sabine is also a character in this game. You will find her around in some cards. When you play, you give an experience token to a unit. The experience token is this. So the unit becomes stronger in attack and defense. Attack and defense. Is this considered an upgrade? What token upgrade? Yes. No. So then you can use your Mandalorian action as well. While this unit is upgraded, it gets +1/+1, follower of the way. So this is a deck that will work with counters. It's a counter deck. Counter, but not counter spells. Counters to +1/+1 counters. So this way is a unique guy here, Gref Karga. Gref Karga. Gref Karga. He also has Ass there. So this is also a unique card from the starter deck. Because he has an S, so not just the leader. Search for the top 5 and search for upgrades. So it's a good way for you to get upgrades. Wow, lots of them. Grogu is also here, the starter. You can exhaust enemy units, that's good. And then Kuil. Kuil. When he attacks, he heals 1 to the base. And when attack, you discard the card. If it shares an aspect with your base, return it to your hand. So aspect are these things here. So if it's a blue card that you discard, it just comes back to your hand and you heal. So there's a combo there with blue. A vehicle for your space units. The Mandalorian Warrior. You give an experience token to another Mandalorian. So this is the Mandalorian's deck. Protectors of the Throne, also Mandalorian. When this unit is upgraded, it gains Sentinel. So if you put an upgrade token here, he becomes like a blocker. He becomes a blocker. The Village Protectors is a blocker by default, and when you play, also gives a shield. So shield is the first damage that it takes. The shield goes away regardless of the amount, and then that's it, and then he dies after. The Chain Code Reactor, Bounty Hunter with Ambush. When you play this unit, you may ready and attack an enemy unit. It may ready and attack an enemy unit. Because when you play, sorry, I was not explaining this properly. In this game, the way you control the summoning sickness is when you play the card, they go tapped, right? But if you have cards with ambush, they go up, so you can attack immediately cards. Razor Crest, so that's a Mandalorian ship. It's unique, you can only have one. Restores to the base, and you can get upgrades back. Survivor Gauntlet, another ship. You may attach upgrades. Oh, the Armorer from the TV series. When you play, give a shield token to each up to 3 Mandalorian units. So hold your Mandalorian. This one comes with a shield. If you control another blue unit, heal the base. Fennec Shan, Mandalorian's friend. I'm gonna move a little bit faster. Public enemy here. Wanted. Foundling. Attached unit gains them. Oh, so the units become Mandalorian units. So cool. Resilient. What is this? It's an upgrade. Okay. So more defense. Reach rewards. Attach unit gains bounty. Give an experience token to each of 2 units. When this unit is defeated and corrupted, its opponent collects its bounty. Okay, so so you put this on another creature, and then you kill the creature, and then you give up 2 experience tokens to your creatures. Okay, that counts as an upgrade as well. Now you can also put on yours, because if you know that the creature is going to die, then you can get the bounty. Snapshot reflexes, also starter card there. You may attack with attached unit. It can only attack if it's ready. When play, you may attack with attached. So that's another upgrade. Okay. You may attack with attached creature. Why is that? It can only attack if it's ready. Yeah. But if the creature is already ready, you can attack. So it's... Why is this? I'm trying to understand. You may attack with this attached unit. It can only attack if it's ready. That makes sense. That's natural, right? Why is it? Maybe that's something that I'm not understanding. Because it gives +1/+1. Okay, it's like a token, but you can pay, and then the creature can attack. I don't know. Attached to a non-vehicle. Attached unit gains on attack, exhaust the defender. The Mandalorian armor. Oh, that's a rare here. It's attached unit. If it's a Mandalorian, you give a shield token. So clearly this is a deck that needs to benefit from being Mandalorians. In blues, the Mandalorian rifle. If the attached unit is the Mandalorian, the Mandalorian, so it's made for the Mandalorian. It captures and exhausts enemy non-leader unit. Oh, capture goes under him. Then if he dies, bye bye, comes back. The Mandalorian. Surprise strike. When hit a unit, gets +0 for this attack. This is the way. Okay, just taking a look at them. Cool. That's the Mandalorian. Pretty much straightforward as we expect from Mandalorian deck. Now, what should we expect here from Moff? So Moff will be, well, it's a green leader, and he's Imperial. So let's see how it works here. Attack with a unit that costs 3 or less. If it's an attacking unit, if it's attacking a unit, it gets +1/+0. So he buffs attacking units. And then when it comes in as a 3/6 with overwhelm. When attacking an enemy unit, deal the excess damage to the base. Each friendly unit that costs 3 or less gets +1/+0 and gets overwhelmed while attacking. So everyone that costs 3 gets overwhelmed. So I guess this is going to be a deck full of very cheap creatures, all to benefit from Moff Gideon. Would it be a little bit aggro deck here? Let's see. So also this guy is blue. Brings the tokens. Okay, so there's a cheap one. Cheap trooper. Oh, Dr. Pershing from the series as well. Deal 1 damage to a friendly unit, draw a card. So it's a card draw. General Tagi. These are also starter deck cards. Give an experience token to up to 3 trooper units. 3. Wow, experience 3. That's strong. Just by 2. Trooper, cheap, starter deck. When attacking, this unit deals combat damage before the defender, so it has initiative. That's cool. And then on the space, you may give experience token to another unit that costs 3 or less. And yeah, I see everything is going to be very cheap. Oh, not that one, not those ones, but smuggle. What is this? If this card is a resource, you may play it for its smuggle cost. Replace with... okay, so you can use... I've never seen this before. So you can use this as a resource, and later in the game, you pay 7 and you get this card. When you play using smuggle, give 3 experience count to this unit, so it becomes a +3/+3. Becomes a 5/5. That's good. So these for sure will go to ink immediately. The short trooper. If you control 6 or more resources, it becomes stronger. Snow Trooper Lieutenant. When play, you may attack with a unit. If it's an Imperial unit, it gets +2. Okay. Yes, he's friends of other. Hey, I know this guy. Isn't this guy from the first set? No. I've seen it. Cell blocker as a sentinel. Blocker. Death Trooper. 2 damage to a friendly ground unit, 2 damage to an enemy ground unit. Okay. So bad that it deals damage. It could deal to himself. Maybe. Is a special one. Phase 3 Dark Trooper. Blocker, and when combat damage is dealt to this unit, give an experience token to this unit. If he survives, yeah. So the more damage it takes, the stronger he becomes. Okay, this is the ramp guy. When he dies, it goes into a resource. Very useful in the beginning. The client. Action. Choose a unit. For this phase, it gains bounty. 5 heal, 5 on the base. Okay. Oh, and he has a shield, and he can do that every turn. That's cool. Now, the vehicles. There's a Kira's fighter, system patrol craft. This turn, so only 3. Clearly, this is not a space deck. Well, the Mandalorian had. I think we saw some vehicles, right? So more than this one. So this one costs 5 when it captures an enemy non-leader ground unit. Okay, we've seen also the Mandalorian rifle doing that. The tank, which could be used as smuggle. Wow, so good. These smuggle things are so cool, so cool. So I need to check because I'm not sure if you need to pay 7. I think the way you read this is you need to pay 7, but they need to be. Why do they need to be? Why is there the green and black? Because you already know it's a green and black deck. So this smuggle thing is something that I haven't read on the rules. Where's the manual? It's just there it is. We just confirm that. Well, smuggle, there it is. New. It's a new ability. I love when they come with new things. So if you have face down resource with smuggle cost, you can play the cost and play it. Then put the card on top of your deck into a resource. You don't even lose the resource. You replace it with a new card. Exhausted. Which it may be also another smuggle. You can exhaust the card to help pay its smuggle. You can exhaust the card to help pay the smuggle cost. Maybe that's why then the cards need to be green and or black. Would that be? It doesn't clarify. I don't know. It doesn't. Maybe it's in here. Does it need to be both? Just one? It's not clear. Yeah, I need to read something. What do you think? Please tell me in the comments. What do you think? Does it need to be 7 of any green or black, or needs to be both like this one? You need to exhaust cards that have both. It doesn't say, so I need to look it up. Gideon's light cruiser. Okay. Unique card. Top target. Top target. Legal authority. Price on your head. Gives bounties. Attack with 2 units, 1 at a time. So you attack twice. There it is. Another smuggle again. Play a unit from your hand. Give it ambush for this phase. When you play it, it may. Okay, so you pay 1 and then play another unit. Play a unit from your hand. So you don't need to pay the cost of that unit? No. Play a unit from. It says play a unit from your hand. Give it ambush this phase. And then smuggle. No, you give smuggle to a card. You do both. No, you play a unit from your hand and then you do a smuggle. That's super powerful. What's the catch? This is a common, so you play a unit from your hand, it gives ambush. And it stays, it doesn't die. Doesn't die. Wow, could be a big one. You also smuggle. No, you smuggle this card. So the card go as a resource. If this card is yeah, that's a smuggle cost. So stupid. That's very stupid. But why would you pay one and play a unit from your hand? That's too much powerful. Defeat an upgrade. Defeat an upgrade. Okay, never seen that. Like destroy an enchantment. Give +4/+4/+4. Defeat a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less for each upgrade. So this is really facing Mandalorian because Mandalorian is the king of the upgrades. And remnants of reserves. Search the top 5 cards of your deck. Yeah. For up to 3 units, reveal them and draw them. Okay. So for example, this costs 4 and you need to draw cards. And this one costs, I'm still focused on that card. Where is it? It costs 1 and you play a unit on your hand and give it ambush for this phase. That's too much, right? You can play Moff vehicles so fast. Okay. I don't know which deck is the most powerful. Just by reading, this seems to be very, very good. Would it be better than the Mandalorians? Who knows? The best thing is to test, and I will very soon. So I hope you have enjoyed this video to the point that you consider leaving that like and considering subscribing. I'm just now creating content for Star Wars Unlimited. You'll find some materials in the channel, but I have content for all the card games and board games in general. So I truly believe that you'll find interesting content there to consider subscribing. Thank you very much, and I see you on the next one. Some quick clarifications after checking the rules after recording the previous video. So bounty, the manual says that you need to put you may choose whatever unit you want to put the bounty, but when that unit is killed, it's the opponent of that creature that gets the bounty. Okay, it says here bounty. That unit's opponent may collect the bounty, so you should not put bounties on your creatures because the opponent will get that. And then on the timely intervention, that was a very questionable card. I understand that says play a unit from your hand, so that means that you need to pay a cost. It doesn't say play a unit without paying its cost. If it says play a unit only, you need to pay it as well. So you need to pay this one, and then the next creature you pay, that creature will get ambush. So that's why the smuggle is very good, because the card stays there, and definitely when you need to do that, you just pay 2 more after you play the creature, and that creature, sorry, not creature, unit, and that unit will get the ambush. Thank you.